Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel. In today's video where we are gonna do five looks with the bPerfect and Stacey Marie MUA Carnival 3 Tahiti. Love Tahiti. Wow, that was a mouthful. We are doing 5 looks with this palette. I decided to do more looks with this palette because I want to review it thoroughly for you, and it is so many shades in this palette. Like 40 shades, so many shades in this palette. I could have done 20 looks. No problem at all, but I decided to do 5 more looks and film them for you so that I can try this palette out a bit more before I actually review it. I always review everything that I buy and bring into my channel in a big review roundup at the end of the month so that you can see what I think about the items and I rank them. So I will do a proper review of this in the future. It's coming, I promise, but like just some thoughts about it right now. I like the palette. I think it's really easy to work with. I think this is a nice palette. The mattes are blendable. This has a lot of depth to it, meaning that you can do really dramatic looks like this one if you want to, which is something that I really like. If you want to see some swatches of this, there is a video where I'm doing my first impression, which will also be the 6th look, and I will put that down below if you want to get some more inspiration. I also know that my friend Heather Austin did 7 looks with this palette, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 7 looks. I will also link that video down below in case you want to get even more inspo on this palette. Enough chattering in the beginning. I hope you will enjoy these looks. I will timestamp them down in the description box if you want to jump around and see the looks again in the future. Who knows? I really hope you will enjoy this video. It has taken me quite a few days to film. I did film 1 look every day for 5 days, so it's taken me 5 days to film this and also another day to edit because it's a really long video. So if you do enjoy this, please don't forget to like and share the video, and also comment down below which one is your favorite, because it really does help a lot. It helps me to know what are the kind of videos that you want to see in the future. But that's enough. Let's get into the looks. Okay, let's start with the first look. I wanted to mention just what I'm wearing on my lips so I don't forget. This is the Sweet Nectar lip gloss from Pixi. I am gonna quickly just show you the palette now in the beginning in case you like didn't see it before, but I'm gonna put a little picture, I guess, like here of what shades I am using to make this process a bit easier, because I haven't done a video before with this many looks in one. I'm starting with the deep here in the outer corner. Ooh, I need my mirror. There we go. I'm gonna do something blue and orange inspired by my friend Karen Harris. She did such a pretty orange blue look, and I was so inspired and I wanted to do the same. I'm using a Refer 13. It is a very dense, natural haired brush, and it's fluffy but still very dense. It picks up product beautifully, and I'm just placing the product here in the outer corner and in a diagonal in on the lid. Just placing the color to begin with. I'm also taking it a little bit on the lower lash line without poking myself in the eye, and I'm just pressing and rotating a bit to get it to be the way I want it. So I'm like literally around the eye, and I'm cleaning this brush off, and then I'm taking Lagoon that is next to it, and I'm gonna gently blend out the edge with this one. I'm literally just wiggling on the edge with this lighter color to blend them out a bit. And on the lower lash line as well, doing the same, just wiggling on the line to blend them out. This is a Refer 12, and I'm taking a little bit more of Lagoon with this brush, and I'm just, again, going just a little bit higher to blend it out. I'm very, very thorough, no wide motions. I'm taking the shade Jello, and I am putting that in my inner corners. I am gonna build more on this in a bit. I just want to start here. I'm also taking this towards the blue here. Make sure to not blend them or try to blend them together, because it's gonna be muddy. I'm just quitting before I reach them. I'm gonna continue with that yellow and just a bigger brush in my inner part of my crease, just fluffing this on a little bit. Now I'm taking the shade Mango, and I am gonna squeeze that in here. Same here, I'm not blending over the blue. I'm just stopping before I meet the blue. I'm taking some of the mango shade under my eyes as well. Okay, now I'm gonna ever so lightly just wiggle in between these so that they can meet a little. It's gonna create a brown, but that's okay. But just so there's no like obvious skin in between them. I feel like I wanted to have a shimmer on my eyes, but I feel like the only one I could have used would be rum, but it's like a brown. So instead I am continuing this blue in a bit more on the lid. Instead I'm taking vanilla and I'm blending that on the inner part of the lid and gently touching the blue with it, because this is a vanilla shimmer with the green duochrome. It's gonna really mesh good with this blue, so I'm letting it fade into the blue a bit, and then I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful here in the inner part and just try and fade that into the orange as well. I'm gonna line my upper lid with Marine Ultra from MAC. Not gonna do wing, I'm just gonna line my upper lid. This is just a very pretty cobalt blue eye pencil. I'm also going to use this in my waterline. Okay, this is the look with some mascara on. I'm going to put on these lashes. These are the Sweed and Sekelius lashes. Unfortunately, these are discontinued, but I still have a couple left, so I want to use them because they're in my stash. They're just a very flared, very dramatic lash, and I think it's going to go with this look. Okay, the look is finished. This is look number 1. I hope you enjoyed this first look. I'm so excited to be filming this. I cannot wait for you to see look number 2. For you, that's coming right now. Okay, it's time to do our second look. Oh, let me tell you first, I'm wearing the Sigma Beauty lipstick in Deja Vu. We are gonna do something purple today because actually my husband requested something purple. So purple it is. I'm starting with Blackberry out here in the outer corner. I'm gonna do an all purple like smoky eye. I'm sorry if you hear my neighbors. Apparently they decided to have a party. I'm just smacking this on and I'm gonna blend this out with one of the lighter purples in a bit. I'm starting to diffuse the edge a little bit with this brush and I'm cleaning it in between and no additional product. Just carefully diffusing that edge a little bit. Now that I'm at this point, I will take lilac and I will push that into the edge as a first step, and then I will diffuse it afterwards. And then I'm just with very easy small circular motions. I'm using a Sigma E25, one of those pinched ones. And I'm just taking some of that lilac and easy small round motions. I'm just blending out that edge with that like light pastel-y purple. I'm taking that same Blackberry under my eyes now as well, and I'm also gonna blend it out with the lilac, the same shades that I used on top. Sorry if you hear the truck in the background. This lilac is such a good blending out shade, like a blending shade, but I don't know how good it would be on its own, but I also don't think that the shadow is meant to be used like a statement shadow on its own. Now I'm taking Starlight and I'm gonna take that on my entire lid. This is the specific shadow that my husband was asking for. He's like, use this one. So we are. It is a purple, like a lavender periwinkle duochrome. I hope you can see it. I'll try and show you once I get it on. But I'm gonna use this all over my lid except in the absolute outer corner. And I'm gonna take it up a little bit here in the beginning to lift my lid a bit. I'm gonna use a little bit on my lower lash line as well, on like the inner third, maybe inner half of the lid. Not all the way out, but just a little bit here in the beginning. I hope you can see the absolute stunningness that this shadow is. I don't know if you can, but it's such a strong purple like shift here, and it is a strong purple and periwinkle duochrome. It's beautiful. I'm taking a bit of black beach, and I am just gonna take that in the absolute outer part here to really smoke this out, and I'm taking it in as a diagonal, and I'm taking a bit of the blackberry on top. Okay, I'm gonna use pearl in my inner corners as a little pop. I did spray both of these shimmer shadows to get as little fallout as possible and to foil them. Okay, so this is the look with just mascara and a little bit of liner. I used the Linda Hallberg, I think this is called Daring Mood. Yeah, Daring Mood in my waterline. Unfortunately, I think that this is discontinued, but it's just a purple in my waterline because I really want to keep this an all purple look. So I'm gonna put some lashes on, and that's gonna be it. Okay, I put the Iconics on by House of Lashes. I really like how this is looking. I'm feeling very, very pretty. I'm so happy I did a monochromatic look. I hope you enjoyed this look. Let's get into look number 3. I am wearing the new Lethal Cosmetics lipstick in Quest. The orangey one, I'm wearing that on my lips. I'm going in straight away with Mango, the bright orange, and I'm gonna put that in my outer corner, my inner corner, and in my crease. I'm actually gonna pick a brush that is a bit more smaller, yes. So that I can really pack it on and then blend it out. I'm taking a bit of yellow as well, and I am gonna blend that into the outer edge just a little bit to fade the look out. Okay, I'm taking the color Black Beach, and I am gonna deepen up this look with the black. I'm putting it in the outer corner, pressing in circular motions in a diagonal. I'm also gonna put a little bit here. Not too much, because I don't want to have it to be too much of that black. But I'm following the diagonal a little bit here as well. Now I'm taking more of that Mango, and I am pressing that on and blending these together, and also softening the edge up here so it turns into something like this. And now I'm using the same shades under my eyes as well. I'm starting with Mango, and I'm blending it out with yellow. And if you hear something in the background, that is my dog being very curious. And finally, with a flat definer brush, I'm taking some of the black as well. Okay, now I'm taking the light shadow Sand, which is that light peachy shade, and I am putting that in the middle where there's, well, as not a lot of other shades. I mean, they're still gonna get a little shade here in the middle when you're blending, but at least it's not full of dark shades. And I'm just packing that on, and then I'm going in to that little brush that we used the orange with, and I'm taking a little bit of the yellow, and I'm just gonna blend on the edge with some of the yellow to blend it all together. And finally, on a little pencil brush, I'm taking that same Sand shade just in the inner corners to tie it together and just have that lightest shade in the inner corner. This is not lighter than my skin tone, so it's not going to be a traditional like inner corner highlight, but it is the lightest shadow that we're using in this look, so it's still bringing a bit of lightness and dimension to the inner corners. Okay, so this is the look right now. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I love an orange look. I love that it's like monochromatic orange. I love that I got a bit of black in it. I'm also loving my highlighter. It is the Jelly Highlighter by Kiko, but I layered another highlighter on top, but isn't that looking so pretty? Anyways, enough blabbering. I'm gonna put on the Sweed lashes again. I really like this. I was feeling a dramatic lash, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. Oh, I forgot my ring. Don't tell my husband. I hope you like it because I love it. I think it's so pretty. I love everything about this look. I I love orange eyeshadow, and I love when you just use orange eyeshadow. No red, no yellow, just orange, and this one is black. All about that look. Now let's get into look number 4. Okay, time for look number 4. I am wearing the If lipstick in number 9 from We Makeup. I will link it down below. I am gonna start with clay. I want to do something super dramatic. I really feel like something super dramatic is it's what I'm aiming for today. So I'm starting with this poopy yellowy green clay in the crease, just to have a transition color for the other shades. Now on a little smaller brush, I am taking the shade Forest, and I'm just gonna blend that into the absolute crease, into this shade, and I'm gonna deepen this up with a more firm and smaller brush afterwards. But I'm starting just to blend this into the crease and diffuse it into that like yellowy green first. Now I'm taking an even smaller brush. This was 16 from Refer, this was 15, and now I'm going into one that's called 14. All of these 3 brushes are from Refer, and I'm taking that same color, the one that's called Forest, and now I'm gonna deepen this up even a bit more now that I have some kind of a blend going on. I'm also putting this on the lid, not too thoroughly because we're gonna deepen it up a bit more, but I'm putting the green on the lid as well. I'm going over the edges with some of that clay shade, and I'm just with small circular motions blending these shades together where they meet. Okay, so this is what it looks like once I've got basically just a dark green smoky eye, and so far I still have only used 2 different eyeshadows. I'm gonna pick with the same small brush Black Beach, which is the black one, and I am gonna go over and deepen this up even more to make this an even smokier look. And I'm beginning on the lid, and I'm working it into the crease a little bit, trying to not cover up all of the green, of course, because what's the point? Then I could have just done black. But I'm taking it into the crease a little bit, and I'm taking a little bit more of the green Forest on top in the crease to blend these together so that we can have a dark, almost black lid going into a green yellow crease. And since I went in with that green first as well, it is a bit easier to make the black a bit more opaque. Okay, time to do the under eyes. I'm gonna use the dark green first, and then I'm gonna blend it out with that yellowy pukey color. The one that's called Clay. With a flat definer brush, I'm just picking up a little bit of the black as well and putting that closest to the lash line to deepen it up even a bit more and to match what's going on top. Then I'm gonna put some black in my waterline, and I'm also gonna mascara up. I really like how this is looking. Oh my god, this is so smoky and so fun! I am gonna put on some lashes. I will say though that with a smoky eye like this, because I always wear lashes with pretty much all looks I'm doing except if I'm out traveling. But I will say that with a smoky eye like this, I do feel like you can really get away with just mascara. But I'm gonna put on the Double Takes by Bold Face Lashes. I'll link everything down below like I said before, and I'm gonna put those on, and that's gonna be it. Okay, the look is pretty much done. I am sorry I'm not doing anything with my hair because I'm just running some errands today, so I'm gonna be wearing this makeup, but I just can't be bothered with the hair. But I thought I'd do an inner corner highlight, so I think I'm gonna use Key Lime just to get a bit of just some like green, a green little tint in the inner corner. But this was look number 4. We're heading into the last and final 5th look. I hope you have been enjoying these looks, but let's get into the last one. Okay, it's time for the 5th and final look, and I am gonna do something green and pinky purple. I know it's green again, but I love green too much, okay? Don't come for me. I'm gonna use this color Tropics, and I'm gonna start with that one in the crease. At least I haven't used this one before. Oh, and my lipstick is actually this Kasha Beauty Heart Melter. This like stick that's got a heart, and it is in the shade, maybe the shade, oh, the shade is Heart Melter. It's the Moisture Melt Lip Gloss stick. I will link it down below. It's very, very comfortable. I'm gonna put this in my entire crease. And I'm gonna blend it out with the lighter shade in a bit. But I just want to take out the shape first. If you hear something in the background, that is my kitties eating. I can hear them to here. I don't know if you can. I'm just packing it on to begin with. In the crease, I'm not really blending at all. I'm just building up the green. Then I'm cleaning my brush a bit. It's just a Veramona color switch. And I am gently just blending on the edge a bit before I go in with the lighter green. Okay, I'm taking the shade Key Lime and I am putting that on the edge with little circular motions. And I'm just gonna try and smoothen the edge with this lime green. I'm taking very little and I'm using very light motions. Actually, let me finish this one up. I'm gonna take a bit of the Forest shade, which is that dark green, and I'm just gonna blend a little bit of that into my crease as well. Not too high, just to deepen up in the socket. And then to finish up the crease, I'm using a little bit of the Black Beach, which is the matte black, just in the outer part here, just this blob here. Not too much, I'm just deepening up this little wedge here, not taking it in, just this part. Now I'm taking the shadow JJ, and I'm gonna put that on the entire lid except out here in the outer corner. I'm just carefully blending that a bit into the green, just softening the edge a little bit. And then I'm taking the shade Amethyst, which is the darker purple, and I'm putting that in the outer third of the lid. And same here, I'm just blending and brushing a little bit on the edge to soften the edge a bit. I'm also gonna go over with some of the greens. I'm just taking the dark green Forest and I'm just going over this edge a little bit with that. And I'm taking the shade Tropics, which is that mid-tone green, and I'm just gently softening up this look here. And then just blending over with some of the Key Lime, which is the lighter shade. Okay, so I really want to keep this like purpley action going on under my eyes as well. So I am gonna take Grape and I am gonna push that into my lash line. And I'm blending this out with Fruity, which is like a magenta purple matte. I will deepen up the outer part with the matte black as well. As an inner corner highlight, I am choosing Pearl. I'm gonna blend that a little bit on the lid as well, just to... I love taking my inner corner highlights and just dragging them a little bit in. Okay, so liner and mascara is on, and I also use the Play 101 pencil in number 19. This is from Etude House. Unfortunately, this is discontinued, but it's just like a fuchsia purple in my waterline as well. If you want to take, well, this look is already very dramatic, but if you for some reason don't want to make it even more dramatic, I would recommend a white or a black or something more neutral in the waterline. I'm gonna put on some lashes. I'm gonna put on some really dramatic ones. This is my final look after all, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so the look is done. I have got the Sweed and Sekelius lashes on again. I really love them, and this is the 5th look. I really hope you enjoy the looks. Don't forget to tell me which one is your favorite down below. If you're looking for more info, check the description box, and I will see you in my next video that's gonna be real soon.